Look at this. There are 4,152 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. I got a few shout outs to give on my trading group. This person stated, signed up for VIP Elite, took your suggestion. I doubled my money in less than a week. This person, I'm up $58,000 in 10 days. Chris, thanks a lot for everything. I'm 3 or 4 months in the group. I've turned $4,000 into 65 grand. 65 G's out of 4,000. It's more than 10x. He more than 10x'd his money in the group. This person, I'm up $10,000 in the last week. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin at Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. Before we jump into this video, I'm going to ask you guys to smash the like button for me, hit that subscribe button, jump in right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin craziness today. So we had the highest weekly candle close since December 2007. And then Monday market madness ensued. Today was pretty crazy. I've been trying to just keep up with this market. So this is a Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Possible ascending triangle here. I mean, this low needs to hold and be confirmed, which, I mean, it has been as a swing low. But again, this lower trend line has to hold for this idea to remain valid. Any type of bullish idea would involve a break of about, and hold, or possible retest of about 15,800. You had previous bearish divergence all over these indicators on the 4-hour chart. So that means you've got a high, and then this next high right here is a lower high. High, lower high, high, lower high, high, lower high. Well, this is a high and barely a higher high or equidistant high. Right, so that when it doesn't match up, it's bearish divergence, and you get this move to the downside. Okay, the price action came down, tapped this lower trend line, and now, this could continue in this pattern for a period of about 4 days. But this would be kind of a bullish idea. I'm going to give you the bearish idea in just a second. I got a few shout outs from my trading group. YFI and YFII setups just destroyed the world. So this person, he says they were paying the bills. He was up $4,500. This person, he said, thanks to the whole team and the group, I doubled my portfolio. With this person, really touched me. She reached out. She's like, I cried twice today looking at the profits I made. At my old job, it would take me 3 weeks to make that amount that I made in 24 hours. Keep doing what you're doing. After reading this, I was just like thinking, like, this is one of the best feelings in the world. Like, this is why I do this every single day. Like, it's phenomenal to see people. She didn't know how to trade at all when she came into the group. This person, $6,600 in profit on Wi-Fi and Link. This is probably one of the biggest trades. Imagine one trade and you 14x your money. 1,486% long on Wi-Fi. If you want to join the trading group, go to my website, cryptorev.net, for all the information. This is Mana. This is two of the coins that got added to Coinbase, Civic and District 0x, DNT, pumped crazy. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Mana got added too. It didn't pump crazy. So here's the setup. Got this like cup and handle, right? Posted this earlier today. Boom. Killing it. Are you serious? And I was like, hey, it's Mana's turn. Everybody's, the group's going crazy. All it takes is one of these good setups and the game changes completely. Okay, so let's rewind. Let's go back to Bitcoin. This is the previous heat map we were looking at. And when we talked about this, a rising wedge that should break lower. But I mean, Bitcoin pumped crazy, ran up here to about 15,800, kind of double topped, and then got wrecked, right? Down to 14,800. So, I mean, it was a quick $1,000 pivot as far as the price action goes. The thing is, we saw the bearish divergence played out right here. Okay. The important thing here is now you're forming a potential falling wedge again. Now, if you look at these orders and notice this lower trend line. Right now, you got this low, which is higher than the previous low, and then this low, which is higher than the previous low, right? So it's put in higher lows. So, I mean, that's a good sign for the bulls. That means the bulls are willing to pay a higher price here than they were here. So, I mean, obviously that's bullish, right? So in the next retrace, it's important that this same level holds, the same trend line holds for the bulls, and this idea would remain true, and then this bullish idea could potentially play out. But there's bearish ideas too. We'll talk about in just a second. But the most important thing I want you to see here is there are see all this yellow up here? Like the whales do not want this price action breaking higher. There's a ton of people taking profits up here. I mean, look at 16,000. You have 460 Bitcoin sell. Look at 15.9, 860 Bitcoin sells. 604 Bitcoin being sold at 15,800. 345, 482, 212, right in the area as well. Bitcoin sellers are just stacked heavy right here. Now the buyers, 14.6. 14.6. You got about 1,000 Bitcoin buys stacked here. I mean, there's various buys stacked through here, but the sells definitely outweigh the buys. So there's definitely some work for the Bitcoin bulls to do. I mean, you can see it's still possible. Like the bulls still push through these. See these yellow lines? That's where all the sell orders are stacked. I mean, it still pushes through there. Just takes some momentum, and it doesn't always happen on the first attempt. If you can imagine, the sellers are here. Some of them, their sell orders get filled, and then it comes up again, tests that area. Some of the sell orders get filled. It would come up, possibly it comes up again. Sell orders would get filled. Eventually, like these will be reduced as long as this continues to move to the upside. So kind of important to understand how this idea works. Okay, so this is from yesterday, just to rewind. Bitcoin 1 hour chart. And so I talked to you guys about this. If it breaks higher, we're looking for 16,000. Breaks lower, potentially 14,600, maybe a move to this lower trend line, 14,300, not much support. We did know it was a rising wedge, 68% chance of a break lower. And, short term, I was kind of bearish right here. Long term, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, right? No question about it. Like buying Bitcoin's a very smart thing to do. I mean, the timing as far as when you get into Bitcoin, it's always best to buy at support. If you could get a retrace down here to 13,300 support or 13,800, I mean, potentially those would be better entries than buying right below 16,000. Like you have all these sellers stacked right here. So it's hard to say, hey, buy Bitcoin right now. It's better to kind of wait until if this plays out, if this breaks out and retests, right? Remember, Bitcoin moves, when they happen, it's like Bitcoin might go sideways for a week, multiple weeks, a month, multiple months. And then boom, when it does break out, like it just massive moves to the upside. Okay, but there's still plenty of opportunity to get into those moves. You just don't want to buy the top of the move. So just to kind of recap with this idea, I woke up today and I look at Bitcoin and I was like, what the heck just happened? Because it ran up here to 15,800 and then completely sold off. I'm like, dude, it almost hit a couple of the targets here. You had this huge, this is like we talked about, bearish divergence being played out. Now, back in the pattern here we are. And so this made me kind of rethink things, okay? Now, because I saw all of a sudden you've got this high and then a slightly lower high on this time frame. But I started kind of, looking at this triangle idea, right? And possibly it's this ascending triangle. We're gathering data every minute of every day. Now, this breaks to the downside, confirms a double top, and you're probably going to end up around 13,200, 13,800, 14,000. would be, you know, pretty strong support, and then 13,200 after that. If it breaks lower, then because it would confirm this as a double top, right? But if it breaks out to the upside, you buy the retest. Okay, so you just have to have a plan in place going both directions. Stop right now, make a plan. Decide, if Bitcoin pulls back, where's my stop loss at? Am I going to take profits? Am I going to hold this downtrend? If it turns out to be, you know, pull back down to 13,200, am I going to buy Bitcoin there? Am I going to buy some at 13,800? Like, only you can decide. A lot of this depends on the amount of time you have in your schedule daily. Like, a lot of people can't be day traders. I can't. I'm too busy. There's no way. Like, I like midterm holding these altcoins. Like, for me, high rewards, low maintenance trades. When this altcoin season starts, you're going to get 30 to 50% profits on a lot of these setups I talked to you guys about. Midterm holding 3 to 5 weeks. Like, it's ridiculous. It's just, you know, you trade real hard and real heavy for a month. Maybe you get 5 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe 2 months out of it. Last time we got actually about 12 weeks out of it last time. And it was ridiculous. 3, 5x portfolios. You know, bags were just getting completely full. Everybody was just filling up their bags. Like, amazing returns on those ideas. We'll talk about that a little bit more going forward in this video, so make sure and watch the video to the end. Here, another billionaire investor just flipped bullish on Bitcoin. How can you not? His name is Druckenmiller, and he said it's possibly better than gold when it comes to safe haven play. Bitcoin has a lot of attraction as a store of value, he stated, to both millennials and new West Coast money. I own many more times gold than Bitcoin. Frankly, if the gold bet works, the Bitcoin bet will probably work better because it's thinner, more illiquid, and has more beta to it. Anyways, the point is this. Billionaires are billionaires for a reason. They're starting to see this. They have a lot of whale friends. They are whales themselves, potentially. This is what we need. Institutions, billionaires, more squares and more, you know, capital investment companies coming out, buying openly, announcing their buys as far as Bitcoin goes. So I was trying to explain this crazy price action. I'm trying to explain this in my head, like, what is going on? And I find this. I wake up and I see this, and traditional markets are booming. I'm like, NASDAQ not as much, but Dow up almost 4%. One time, at one time it was up 5%. The panic situation vaccine news is great for most stocks, unless you're Zoom. All your travel-related stocks took off. Carnival, cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, Hilton, hotels, Wynn hotels took off. A lot of your Domino's Pizza actually was down about 7%. You know, some of the Netflix was down. Netflix was down as well. So any of the corporations, companies that you would use while you're at home honestly didn't do so well. Travel sector completely took off. But this you know, vaccine is supposed to be 90% effective by Pfizer. So apparently the market, and they said, hey, they like Joe Biden and they like the panic situation vaccine. The stock market responded positively. And I tweeted this on Twitter. Make sure, follow me on Twitter, cryptobtc_Chris. This is the dollar. We talked about this in yesterday's video, and I said, hey, there's a ton of reversal signs here. Like, the dollar is about to pump. Dollar's about to, you got a bullish ascending triangle on the RSI and squeezed, right? Something's got to happen. Boom. The dollar exploded. And then Bitcoin got wrecked. I'm sure gold got wrecked. This is an idea we talked about, altcoin seasons. These are a couple of the previous little altcoin runs. This one was amazing. Took 3 months. People, again, 3x, 5x their portfolios. Again, these little tiny moves. I mean, you guys see what Binance is doing right now on the just a little move to the downside. 113%, 67, 44, 39, 35, 33, 27, 20, 20, 18, 19, 17, 16, 15, 14, 14, 14, 14, 13, 13. Come on, man. Are you serious? Listen, and this is just on this like tiny little freaking pullback here. What happened to these altcoins if Bitcoin dominance drops to this level? I mean, 3x, 5x, Life-changing money happens quickly when this thing pulls back. Okay. Address is holding Ethereum. I got some important updates on Link, Ethereum, YFI for you as well. So we'll go over those ideas in just a second. Address is holding 32 Ethereum, hits all-time high, is set ahead of Ethereum 2.0 launch. Remember, pullbacks, Ethereum, buy them because there's a lot of upside. People are going to continue to buy Ethereum. The contract still needs another 15,000 validators to meet its 524,000 ETH Genesis threshold. So again, people have to start stacking up their ETH in order to take part in this. And so ETH upside, let's talk about it. Trade is to buy the breakout. There's a bunch of upside here for Ethereum. But again, it's important that this holds. Otherwise, you're looking at some type of double top. You might be able to accumulate Ethereum at a lower price if this breaks to the downside, right? Possible double top, but if it breaks out higher, buy the breakout. All right, so this is a Link BTC setup. So Link, again, bull pennant here. Okay, bull pennant. Again, buy the breakout of this. Take profits on the way up. Mark your overhead resistance levels. But again, this is potentially going to run out of room here in about 2 days. So looking for some type of move. I mean, it's a bullish pennant. I mean, barring some crazy move out of Bitcoin, this is supposed to break higher. This is YFI USDT. Now, it's essential that Bitcoin breaks higher or at least continue sideways for this to play out well, right? But again, this is price compression. If this does break higher, this is not, hey, buy now. This is if this does break higher, here's all your targets. I mean, it's a bullish pennant. But Bitcoin has to cooperate with us. Now, this is some organic price action I found out of REQ. Just looking for more of this like really sustainable upside. Like, guys, this is not, if you're in any pump like this is crazy. Like, this is going to sell off at some point. I mean, you might get huge profit out of it, and it's tough because these indicators get pegged like crazy. They're screaming one thing, your emotions are screaming another. You just have to slowly scale out of these guys. But I mean, take profits on something like this. Like, don't. I remember Link when ran up to $20, and everybody's like calling for $40, $60, $100, and then next thing you know, it's at $7. And so, just be mindful that these run-ups retrace about 78 to 80% on a parabolic move to the upside. Balancer Labs comes out. They're excited to announce that Pantera Capital and SBF Alameda have invested in Balancer. So excited. Big news for Balancer token, BAL. So CELR, they have their Seller State Guardian network that launched on the mainnet. This is phase 1, and so the Guardian Network mainnet is now up and running. So CELR had some news. I've got a setup on this one. MDT, I've got a setup on this one as well. Measurable AI to launch alternative data sets on Bloomberg. And AWS Data Exchange, Amazon Web Services, AWS. BitMax came out. Obviously, they've been having some issues with the exchange. They've restored a majority of their back-end services. They're in the process of checking data integrity, redeploying servers, restarting services, and so forth and so on. And so, yeah, they're trying to get things back up and running. Remember, decentralized exchanges of the future. For right now, we have to just kind of deal and work with a lot of these centralized exchanges because that's where the liquidity's at, right? Liquidity is important. Vechain. So there's a good setup, good reversal ideas on Vechain, especially on the daily chart. So definitely check out Vechain for some potential upside when it does break higher. If you guys like the content I provide on a daily basis, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.